I most enjoyed the residents because I got to see them grow from little babies to becoming attendings, and some of them are there now. Dr. Madore, I remember John Castle as a resident. I mean, I've seen so many people, and Dr. Carol. Oh, sure. Deja Juddleson. Oh, we used to spend plenty of nights talking about her godmother, Jaja Gabor, in 3ICU. So many wonderful people that have gone on to become fabulous practitioners. And, of course, my colleagues,
Welcome to the Critical Chats podcast.
Or as I'd like to call it, Crit Chat,
where we talk about the new and exciting developments in the critical care world and get to know the providers behind the medicine.
I am Sheila Billica, PA.
And I'm Katie Shakura, PA. We're your hosts, and we're with our producer, Sneha.
I'm also a PA.
3 PAs on a pod. Good evening. Today we are especially excited because we are talking to someone who's lived through it and breathed critical care over 4 decades. She started her career as an ICU nurse back when paper charts were still the norm. Thank God they're not. And ventilators looked completely different. Over the years, she's seen medicine completely transform, technology evolve, and the role of nurses and advanced practitioners expand in incredible ways.
So, Sneha, do you know who we're talking about?
Absolutely.
Yes. Our guest is none other than Carolann Monopoli. Drum roll. A critical care nurse practitioner who's had 43, 42, 41, 44, 45. How many years of experience, Carol?
I'm going to say I graduated in 82, so 43, going on 44.
Wow.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Tell us more about that.
Well, I knew I wanted to do critical care from when I was in college, and I spent my last semester in an ICU at Emerson Hospital with a wonderful preceptor, Martha Carroll, who used to work in the recovery room at Memorial many years ago. She was patient with me. I learned a lot, but I still wasn't ready to get out there and work in critical care. I did 6 months in a step-down unit at Bonsecourt Hospital in Methuen, later known as Holy Family. I liked the excitement of critical care. I liked the working with patients on ventilators, critically ill, not being able to talk back to me. It was exciting, and every day was something new to learn. So, henceforth, I continued on. We moved down from New Hampshire to Massachusetts to work at the local hospital for a few years because I was pregnant with my second child. And after that, I transitioned over to UMass. Ian Burgess, who was the director of nursing, helped me to get into a job in 3ICU and cardiothoracic surgery. At the time, it was really hard to get a job at UMass. And it was like no other. We worked hard. We gave excellent care. And patients were it was a different, our balloon pumps took up half the room. Our VADs were gigantic and had buckets to catch the blood at the end of the bed. And we did heart transplants for a short amount of time there as well.
So you went from the bedside to becoming an advanced practice nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the right way to say that.
Advanced practitioner.
Nurse.
Yeah.
Why? Well, I started taking classes in my 30s while my kids were young in grad school at UMass, Worcester. And I didn't know what I really wanted to do. I knew I did not want to do administration at all. I did not want to do primary care. When they finally had positions that were actually acute care, I said, oh, well, okay. So we enrolled. A friend of mine, Liz Vincent, and I went back. We were kind of partners in crime. and we finished up the program in the 2 years. She went on to be a nurse manager, and I went on to work as a hospitalist for 2 years. Gave me some great experience, but as soon as surgical ICU started to open up positions, I was the first one. I said, I want to get back in the ICU.
So wait, you were by yourself? Were you by yourself as an advanced practitioner?
Yes, we had our own team of patients. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There were hospitalist attendings. Paulo was some pulmonary. We had assigned patients that were gastrointestinal service, chemo, patients that would come in through the ER that were pretty mild. Although I did find a patient having a dissected aneurysm, and luckily he didn't get discharged home like the doc wanted to. And we had a lot of the chronic patients. Yeah, I mean, we carried about 15 patients apiece.
And you had like no one else to compare yourself to? You were just kind of in the thick of it, just learning and absorbing and just putting your big girl pants on and oh my God, I can't imagine.
As an ICU nurse, we were extremely independent in cardiothoracic surgery. We did a lot of the orders at night. We extubated patients. We knew what needed to be done. So I think the ICU gave me the ability to be much more independent and feel comfortable in the role.
So you've mentored countless people.
Including us.
Us, NPs, PAs, residents who became attending later on.
Oh my God,
That's such a legacy.
I most enjoyed the residents because I got to see them grow from little babies to becoming attendings, and some of them are there now. Dr. Mador, I remember John Castle as a resident. I mean, I've seen so many people, and
Dr. Carol.
Dr. Carol.
Freitas.
Oh, sure.
Gil Freitas.
Deja Judelson. We used to spend plenty of nights talking about her godmother, Jaja Gabor, in 3 ICU. So many wonderful people that have gone on to become fabulous practitioners. And, of course, my colleagues,
Yeah, we're very happy to have you. Yeah. So paint us a picture of the 80s. Back in the day when you were a nurse, what was it like? Like, if you could close your eyes and give us an image. I imagine just walking through puffs of cigarette smoke and no gloves, just bearing on the bare bottom.
So I can remember Lillian Bannon was one of our nursing instructors, old school, and she was a wonderful woman, but boy, and as old as the hills. She told us when we did colostomy cure to make sure that you didn't wear gloves because you defend the patient. You're right. We did not wear gloves pretty much until the AIDS epidemic. Mm-hmm. And our needle boxes were made out of cardboard until the AIDS epidemic because the needles would poke out through that. What was nursing like? You did a lot of places, and we practiced team nursing, where there was a med nurse that gave all the meds on the floor, and you really didn't do any primary care until you got into the ICU, and that was one of the reasons I wanted to do ICU, is because I really wanted to own my patient and understand all their own issues, their social issues, their medical issues, their family issues. The staffing was not what it is today. Mm-hmm. I mean, at night, 2 nurses on a ward of maybe 28 to 30 people. That's crazy. Yeah.
I like the to go back to the staffing being team nursing. So one person passed the meds, and what do the others do?
So if you had an LPN, the LPN would do treatments, dressing changes. But remember, those were the days when patients were admitted the night before for their enemas and their shave preps before surgery, even for a gallbladder. Okay? Honestly. So you could handle more patients. They weren't as sick. But and then you had another nurse that was just kind of running around. The night went by, the evening went by. I worked 3 to 11 to start, and you just kind of just were. I remember mixing my own chemotherapy. No gloves, no hood. Yes. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. There was a pharmacist in the pharmacy. We are so blessed now to have pharmacists for every unit.
Shout out to our pharmacists for saving us, truly.
Yes. All the time.
And it's always a phone call away, any resource you could possibly need. I mean, think about like just the internet. You were doing it before the internet really took off. I mean, up to date, open evidence, like all these things now. You probably just had textbooks and
vibes. And when you had to write a paper, you had to go look up and get a list made of all the different journals that you needed to photocopy. A lot of work.
So you did it we do it the easy way, you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
But we also have information overload now. It's almost worse with the stress of having so much information out there and not knowing which way to turn.
Now, I can totally see why you just run circles around us.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
And why you're so detail oriented and like you really get the whole social history.
She'll be done with her 10 patients and then I'm still going, I'm at patient 3.
And then she's like fecally disimpacted every single patient on the unit.
Oh, yes. Well, I think part of that is also the baby boomer era. Your job was your everything. Okay? You come in, yeah, your kid may be sick at home, whatever. You're there to do your job. And you're not calling home. I never would call home. I mean, they would never bother me unless it was life or death. It was your job. You were a professional and you had to be there. And you work until the work is done. If it's going to be another hour, it's going to be another hour. That was my mentality. It still is.
Good work ethic.
It is a good work ethic.
It's very admirable.
To a fault.
Yeah.
To a fault, maybe.
I think work-life balance is certainly tough in the ICU, and it's like a special type of person that ends up staying in the ICU.
Definitely.
What's your advice to people who are either early career or mid-career who are in the ICU? Like me, for example. What would be your advice to me?
I think that
Here's the forecast for tomorrow in Sturbridge. Look for snowy weather.
Alexa off. Sorry. I was afraid.
It's going to be on the podcast. Please excuse Alexa.
She always interrupts. So, what would I advise? You've got to really know if you love it. It's exhausting. It's exciting. It's something new every day. It's never the same thing. You make a huge difference in patients' lives. I know I've saved so many people. I know I've got a spot in heaven if there's a heaven because of it. But it's also draining. I would advise knowing where you're at when you hit about 55 and saying, okay, maybe I'll transition into something easier. Now, I was offered different positions to transition into. I chose not to. Maybe some of it was epic challenging. I don't know. But in the end, I'm very happy that I stayed where I was because I didn't realize how many colleagues actually appreciated me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. For those of you who didn't attend Carolann's retirement party, it was one for the books. It was so many people, so many speeches, so many Carolisms. Great turnout. It was so fun. Yeah. Good food too, you know? Yeah. Leo's Restaurante in Worcester.
Yes. Yeah. No disclosures.
No disclosures. But yeah, I mean, I think that's great advice. You know, it's you are a master of your craft, and that's so admirable to retire and like you were doing it for so long in one thing. Like that's so cool. Not everybody can say that they've done that. People bounce around left and right, but you really stuck with it and learned everything. So we really appreciate that as you're the matriarch of our unit, if you will.
Can you tell us one thing that you wish you knew, or maybe many things you wish you knew before you started in critical care and that you would have wanted mid-career people
Yes.
to know?
I think I wish I had been more adept at palliative care. I think we use it every day with what we do. I learned so much from the palliative care people, and before them, we were kind of treading water with talking with families. That has definitely made a difference. I can't think of anything I could tell all of you. You're all such wonderful practitioners as it is.
She's just saying that. But
No,
let's be honest,
I
Carol's
am.
a very honest.
I am honest to a fault. If I don't like you, I just won't say anything.
That's so true. Okay, so what do you do outside of work that kind of helps you take your mind off things? What's your escape?
I love to cook.
I was going to say she makes bread every day.
I make bread every week. I exercise. And that was one of the reasons I needed to retire, because I needed to be able to get back before it got too late to be able to recoup my fitness levels. We spend time at the cottage. I spend lots of time with my dogs, my husband. My grandson's too old now to really want to be around me, but I took care of him for many, many years as a little boy, babysat him. And now my middle daughter is talking that she wants to start a family soon, so cross my fingers. Maybe we'll have another baby to babysit and have some fun. I am balanced. I read. When I'm home. And that's the beauty of this job. That is the beauty of this job. You do not have to take it home with you. And the reason I never went into administration, never would want that headache. Spend time with my husband. Life is short.
Yeah, I think there is such a beauty in the ICU, like just being exposed to death constantly, as depressing as it is. Like, you remember to go home and live. You know, you hug your loved ones that much more. And yeah, I mean, maybe you're a little bit more paranoid about getting into a deadly car accident, but you know, we work through that in therapy.
Definitely paranoid about that.
Oh, you should be.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So what do you think of your legacy? How does it feel to be so loved, admired?
The queen, if you will.
I am in shock. I didn't think I had a legacy, and I honestly thought I'd be forgotten about within 2 weeks after I left, because there are so many people that have come along that are just crackerjack people from the get-go out there. You know, I mean, we've got Johnny, we've got Tyler, we've got so many people. What do I think of my legacy? I feel appreciated, and I'm glad that I've been recognized in that sense, that I was always been a hard worker. As you know, I never called out sick. I just had to be there, you know, and I would never leave somebody
High and dry.
high and dry. No, no.
So speaking of calling out sick, I have a Carol story. The first time I ever called out sick, I'd been working there for 4 years or something in the ICU, and then I come in and I look gray. If I look gray, that's bad. And Carol was like, "You need to go home. There's sick people here. You're gonna get them sicker." I'm calling. What's the phone? She called me out sick.
Yep.
She's called me out sick twice, actually.
Yep. Because you're another one. You won't call out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel badly calling out. That's
I do too. But comes a time when you have to.
Yeah.
definitely.
But you really should be reveling in this moment, because it's very impressive, the work that you've put in, and you deserve all of the praise right now.
You know, Carol, you never showed burnout. How did you prevent it? You know what I mean? How did you have burnout and then we just couldn't see it? You were running too fast.
I think in the wintertime, there would be periods where I'd be like, I am so sick of this job. that was the hardest time. I just break away. I just enjoy life. It's like we get out every morning and walk those dogs. When I'm not working, I was out with my husband. We're walking those dogs on the trails. We're out in the sunshine. We're going and going. And I had to train myself to do that because I always had seasonal depression when I was younger. No, I don't know. I mean, I've made so many acquaintances. I've enjoyed staying young with all of you young people that, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed the ride.
Good.
That's good.
Okay, tell us about retirement though, because I feel like us mid-career people, we don't know a lot about it. Maybe we're trying to figure out, like, I don't know, our Roth IRAs, 401ks, 403bs, all that crap.
I don't want to talk about that.
But tell us about retirement. So how did you prepare? What are things that you would tell other people?
Get a trusted financial advisor. I didn't trust anybody till the bitter end, and then I found somebody, and so far so good. Yes, make sure you have a Roth IRA because that's all tax-free. What we have through Fidelity at UMass is not bad. We have made a lot of money off of that, and it continues to allow you to, when you hit 52, add more. So I always maxed out my IRA. I never miss the money because you don't see it. But and then, of course, the pension, or what I'm going to say is take the lump sum and have somebody invest it well for you because then you won't lose it, is the way to go. But our needs are simple. We have 2 houses, but neither of them are fancy. We like one good vacation a year.
I'm sorry. What are you talking about? What, neither of them are... Well, the one I'm sitting in right now is pretty fancy.
It's not really.
For those who can't see, it's a beautiful home.
Oh my goodness.
It's a tiny little house.
Tiny. Carol's the hostess with the mostest.
Oh my goodness.
We have a cheese board.
Yeah.
We got meats, wine, whatever you guys need, although you're just listening, maybe from your car. Maybe just brushing your teeth, listening in. I'm sorry that you're missing out.
Well, I do like to
Host.
I do. I've always enjoyed that.
Yeah,
I'm a mama. I'm the mama Monopoly.
That's true. Monops, if you will. Yeah. Okay, so what's your plan for the rest of retirement?
As I tell people, exercise. I've got exercise classes for every day of the week.
Wow.
At the senior center, and then I'm going to do some weightlifting at a gym. And I'm doing some cooking classes, doing some pasta making. I haven't figured it all out yet. I'd love to get back in per diem. I mean, I would be very happy to work 1 shift a week, but that's probably too much.
Especially with exercising every day.
I know. I can't fit it all in.
You'll have to start calling out sick then.
I would never do that. I gave up 1,700 hours of sick time when I left. I will be busy. I'd love to take a class. I'd love to audit some kind of a class something enjoyable. English literature, something I never had a chance to do when I was in college because you're so inundated with nursing.
You were hustling. Yeah. For years.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm ready to retire, actually. The pasta making sounds really fun.
Yes. Yeah. Wine tasting.
Nowhere there.
I am nowhere there, and I recognize
I'm
that.
closer. Way closer.
That's true.
Yeah. Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
How about you, Stella? How close are you?
My retirement?
Yes.
I'm not ready to retire. I just started. I do have a question for Carol, though.
Oh.
For not that I'm retiring anytime soon. But for those who maybe don't have hobbies, or, for example, I think you said you were going to retire multiple times, and then you kind of went back and said, no, I want to keep working. How did you work through that?
Well, financially, I guess what helped was we sold a family house, so there was a little extra money. I was very concerned with the political environment and and what was happening with the stock market all over the place. I just decided, I have lost a child. My husband died and came back to life. My sister died. Life is short, and if I don't do it now, I may not have time to enjoy life. And that's the most important thing. You can sit and you can work until you're 75, but you're not getting that time back. You're not going to get that time back with health. And this is what I want to enjoy life.
So what is your anthem song or quote?
My anthem song is a little strange. It's Landslide.
Oh, great one. Excellent song.
Yep. Yeah. One of my favorites. And yeah, the landslide will get you down, but
It also kind of gets you up.
And for those of you who don't know, Carol has a beautiful voice. She's a reader, and she belongs to a book club. And those are my favorite things, singing and book clubs.
Yeah.
yeah.
Clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I also wanted to audition for Godspell in Southbridge, but I don't know.
When is that coming out? And let's buy tickets.
We're all gonna come and watch you.
Oh no, I'm a little bit too nervous. I would just be in the chorus.
No.
But I would love to get back to singing.
Yeah.
Should we do like an a cappella group?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That would actually be so much fun. I've always been like wanting to be an a cappella group, but I don't know if I have what it takes, but we can make it work. We always do.
That's right.
Yeah.
And who's going to sit there and judge?
That's right.
Well, somebody will, but
All right. Well, thank you so much. It was such a pleasure. We are so appreciative of your time, your 43 years, plus your time here on this podcast. We couldn't have asked for more from your career.
neither could I.
Thank you for teaching us. Thank you for being an inspiration of what we want. You modeled what the perfect or the most excellent critical care APP.
A gold standard.
Yeah, a gold standard. That's better. I'm tired. I can't speak English.
All I can say is laying of hands. When you check your patients and your rounding, you touch them, you examine them, you talk to them.
That's right.
Kind of sounds creepy, though.
And fecally disimpact every single one
And
of
fecally
them.
dissipact everybody from the nursing home.
You're doing so well. Thank you for joining us on another episode of the Quick Chat podcast.
It's critical chat, Sheila.
Remember, you can watch the podcast video on YouTube or listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, CastBox, or Amazon Music.
Everywhere. Oh,
Do you want to start?
What?
I started.
Oh.
I thought you were starting. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold on, let me
Okay.
make sure now.
Good evening, everyone. Today we are extremely...
Wait, hold on. Was that your start?
Yeah.
Oh, you were actually starting.
Oh my God! Steph.
I need another wine.